So I do have a background of photography along with my many other talents, in that I have done photography since I was a child, and I've even taken photos that have been published covering events such as Chinese New Year's in San Francisco, Cinco de Mayo parades, and other events, things of that nature. My favorite type of photography, of course, is macro photography. Today, a friend of mine has asked me to come and help him out in taking some product shots for his company where he sells hair care products. So I'm coming to his office to take some shots for him. Okay, so all of these need to be singles? Singles of these things?
Yeah, because we never shot those.
Okay. And then you're going to put these into, do they go into any of this stuff down here?
Well, they go with the kit, like, well, like, you know, this one goes with that, and that goes too.
So you're doing all of the parts. So the kit is only like all four
well,
of those?
Yeah, the kit would be, the kit would be all four of those.
Okay. So I will, I have my headphones, so I can do that. Okay. The one thing it would have been great if you had bought was a power strip.
I could go get one.
Okay.
I'll go grab one real quick.
Okay, if you want to grab that, I'll just go ahead and get working.
Okay.
If a friend asks me to do something, I'm going to try to do it. I will be completely honest and let you know if it's within my wheelhouse or not. In this case, I'm taking these product shots for him, which is definitely within my wheelhouse. But one of the other things that he's asking me to do is some light photo retouching. Because these are product shots that are going to go on Amazon and other retail sites. So while I do have a photography background, I am not an expert at all with Photoshop or any of the photo editing, but I do have some basic photo editing skills, and I can handle it for what he needs. So filming with him today and at his office, and what I'm doing is I'm taking the shots and then uploading them directly to his computer. So he is a Mac user and I'm a PC girl all day. He's a Mac and I'm a PC, and I'm okay with that. I am an analog girl in the digital world all day long, and I'm okay with that. That being said, I do know my way around a Mac. I'm not foreign to them. I'm not a stranger to them, but I just prefer a PC. So again, I can get the job done.
In this life, yeah, you gotta be with someone you like or you think we've got, yeah, what it takes to go the distance. I can tell you now. Oh yeah, 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 oh yeah. You're sweet, and you see through me. You let me be free. I want the only one I need.
One of the things that I asked him, I was coming into his office space to work, was if he minded me playing music, because he's always on the phone. And he said, no, go ahead, do your thing. It wasn't nothing but a word for me. I always listen to music. I eat, breathe, live, sleep music. I listen to music 24, I want to say 24 hours a day, but I am thinking of a song most of the time when I do go to sleep. And I absolutely need music to work. So if you see me, whether it's in the traffic or somewhere, 9 times out of 10, I'm grooving. Hey.
You have taken time, take time, but I always knew you could be my love. I recognized the butterflies inside me. This is gonna be made tonight. All you gotta do is say yes. All you gotta do is say yes. Don't deny what you feel, let me undress.
Like this? Or you like this? See, look at that. This one better than this one.
We can go to the moon, sleep to my ribbons in the sky. Give me everything I careless things.
Today I'm meeting up with Chamia. We're gonna go to Fillmore 510, which is an adult gallery in Uptown Oakland. I know the owner Nina, she's really cool, so let's see if we can find some stuff.
Yeah, it was like about 3 days, and then I couldn't find my actual document. It's so small, I just feel like I feel pressure. That's why I said it, so I was like, I've just been working out and eating.
So I have been to Fillmore 510 maybe once or twice before. It's located right in the heart of Uptown Oakland, Black owned and operated. So I definitely try to give it my patronage. But today I was really excited to go down with Saucy. She has a relationship with the owner. She is a self-proclaimed sexpert, sex educator. And so it's always fun shopping with girlfriends who have similar interests. Hey.
We did an erotic abundance art show here. It showcased plus size women, nude, very artistic, and we did like a sip and see type of thing where people came in and looked at the art, and we had wine, and it was like a pre-party type of thing. So that's how I got introduced to Nina. I met Nina through my mentor, Tigress, in Full Figure Entertainment. I first met her, we did an exotic abundance art show. So me, Tigress, and another model, we posed nude, and our nude artwork was hanging in Fillmore for about 3 years. And so during that time I met Nina, and she was really cool. She was just getting started, you know, she was just excited about the show, excited about meeting us, and excited about taking part in this size acceptance and body positive activity that we were doing.
So why are they hard?
But if you feel it, it's really smooth, like it's gentle. But a lot of times, like when I used to get stuff, I used to get like irritated from it. But the material it's made of is really friendly for that area. I think I have a nice, well-rounded toy collection. I have a lot of toys that I had when I was in a relationship, and to keep things fresh and sexy, we use toys. Those toys got put away after my daughter's father passed away. But, you know, now I have more toys that I haven't even unwrapped for some reason. I have been invited to passion parties and giving gifts, and you know, I now have a whole bunch of toys that are just in plastic in my drawers that I just don't use right now. Right now. It does the job. But it's just for workout. With this. Can't do that as well. But that thing, that's old school. Like,
Yeah, it looks old school too.
yeah, this.
I was looking at this.
I have that and I haven't tried it yet.
You have this one?
Yes.
We're gonna get this one right.
Yeah, I have that and I own a lot of legal products because well, when you do this one can be used for different things. This one can be used for just regular. This could also be used as if you are. Let's see, vibrator or dildo. I think I like both right now. When I was younger, I was totally into the vibrator, you know, something quick, boom, let's get it done. You know, now it's all about, you know, having both, you know, penetration and clitoral stimulation. This is
fancy, isn't it?
But I'm assuming that this is the way it's shaped. I can tell it is for G-spot stimulation.
Right.
So,
Captain Hook.
absolutely. And a lot of men, like, men are obsessed with female ejaculation, but they don't know what it takes to actually have that happen.
You know, I was talking to Ronita about that, and she's just like, most women don't squirt. It's a regular. I don't know how we got to talk about squirting, but
It's the truth.
Yeah.
A lot of women don't. It's something that you have to practice.
Practice doing that?
Yeah, because it's all about the muscles. So that, I mean, the Grafenberg spot is 2 inches and about 2 inches into the vagina opening.
Get it, girl.
Girl, you know I've been doing this for a long time. So if a man is, a lot of times when men try to, that foreplay when they're fingering and they're like kind of jamming at you, it doesn't really do anything. It doesn't stimulate you as well as if they're just kind of gently around the opening and your lips are. Those are where your nerve endings are. So that's where they need to focus on, and then they slowly go inside and they focus 2 inches inside and they kind of massage that muscles, which is our good. Massaging that spot up there, and then what happens is it kind of it gets bigger. So when you orgasm and you feel like you have to pee, that's the squirt. But most of the time we just go pee after. Right. It's like just a trickle. But some women, when they do
I've never
Kegels,
heard that you can practice that. That's crazy.
you can because
I've never had to,
What do you
but-
think Kegels are for? When you do Kegel exercises, that's what helps exercise
Yeah,
those
it keeps
muscles.
tight.
So when you orgasm and you've already been stimulated, G-spot has been stimulated, and you push,
Not just lube, Uber lube.
that's where the squirting comes from.
Right.
So, again,
I think I'm an expert at that. For the record, so you know. Just so you know.
I figured you were.
Just so you know.
Nasty thing. I'm a very proud sexpert, especially with like fellatio. There are certain things that I'm a little modest about. Like I am. But overall, I think there's nothing wrong with having a healthy sexual appetite, especially being a plus size woman where it's kind of seen as taboo for us to even think about sex. Oh, really? A fat girl having sex? Yes, we have sex and we have lots of it. And sex is for everybody. Everybody.
I
But
have a little friend like this too. Small but mighty.
Yes. See, I keep my Lilo, I keep that in my purse.
Oh, that's the one you were talking about?
Yeah, that's the one I keep in my purse. Because no matter where you go,
I bet you that's one setting. You know, I can't do that on the go. For that reason we just talked about. Like literally, if you everywhere.
Yeah. See, I don't do it all the time. So with me, it's just like clitoral stimulation, and I'm kind of good. But for me, it's like,
man, no, I need to go. Like take me all the way to Mars.
like no,
back circle
a
around.
lot of the time I get, depending on my emotional state, is when I get horny. Like if I'm nervous, I get horny, or like if I'm frustrated, I might get horny. So I need to release that. So that's where I have to kind
Just
of
a little zzz, I'm good.
boom, and then I'm good for the day. You know,
I'm good.
that's pretty much what it is. So
I do have a few toys in my collection, if you will, but I'm always looking to expand. I have a few things. I have a Chamia's box, not Pandora's box, because you know I don't believe in having and owning and possessing no other females' boxes, but I do have a Chamia's box. Yes, I got a couple of those, and then another little friend.
looks like you got a couple of friends over there. Maybe because of my contacts, but
Oh, it's a couple of books and a couple movies and just one friend today.
oh, just one friend. Okay.
Yeah. But you know my favorite section in the store? Let me show you.
Oh Lord.
My section!
Yes. So have you ever got down with real BDSM? Like have you
No, because I'm like, you can't leave no scars on me, you can't leave no marks, no burns, none of that. But just like a little softly. Yeah, I don't mind it.
You know, my daughter's father was a little black Christian Grey. So we did a little bit of bondage and S&M and all that stuff. Like we were always into, you know, keeping things, you know, exciting. So I'm down with it. Just don't choke me too hard, because I'm trying to wake up. Just don't choke me too hard.
Cuff action.
Yeah, I'm down with cuffs. I'm down with being tied up. I don't know about the handcuffs though.
So you can do a mouth gag, but you can't do handcuffs?
I just don't like handcuffs.
What about like these kind of cuffs?
I like those kind of cuffs.
So tie wraps, no, these scare me.
Hell no.
Yeah. But a cuff, I can do.
I can do this because it's soft on the inside.
Yeah.
And it's a little friendly, but this, no. This is a no.
Don't take me jail. No, I'm sad. No, give us free.
No, give us free.
Yeah.
No tape.
I haven't tried tape. I'm scared of hairs. See, I haven't tried tape. I might be open to tape. Yeah.
Yeah,
One day I get the right boo.
yeah, I don't know about that. I might turn into a mom. Now, you know, the guy who I am talking to is kind of obsessed with like nipples. So I'm
His or yours?
his.
See, I can't do that. That's weird. That's fetish.
Yeah.
You like that?
Oh, absolutely.
Does he need it or he just likes it?
He likes it.
Okay.
Like it's like one of his things.
Because I've known a guy
to the
who.
neck or something, like they're like,
Yeah.
oh, don't touch my spot. Like his spot is his nipples. So we haven't went there yet, but we're just getting to know each other.
What about?
Oh, absolutely. I'm down.
I like those too. Bondage and S&M. I can't say that I'm really into it because I don't know if I fully understand it. And I think that when it comes to sex, I'm not really into labels, if you will. You know, this or that or the other. There are certain ways that I like to play that, you know, work for me. If for you, if it's in this box over here, that's your thing. That's what you call it. Some others might call this, that, and the other. But, you know, little rope, handcuffs, duct tape, feathers, paddles, different things like that on different occasions might be a little okay. If you call that bondage and S&M, maybe. But
be your partner.
that's why I love that we just could get together. We was at the game night. I thought, I love porn.
Yes, because people are so scared, and I'm like, dude, it's just sex. Like, how do you think you got here?
Right.
How did you make your kids? Were you just like straight missionary all the time? I'm just laying here.
Some people.
And that's sad.
It is.
That's sad because being sexual is the most freeing thing ever, and it also helps with like,
I keep coming back to this.
you just get the damn feather, man.
No, I don't need no damn feathers.
You
But
can
what?
get one.
I ain't got a boo yet.
Use it on yourself.
I'm
Self feather love.
Now I'm gonna be mad for real. So there's this feather tickler thing I just can't stop playing with in film. I like feathers. Feathers are nice. They're fun. They're soft. They feel really good. So I don't think they have to be restricted to foreplay. You can use feathers at any time. Just, it's a cold Thursday night and you just, laying there with your scented candles and your glass of wine and your feather. Maybe it's nothing else. Maybe it doesn't lead to anything, but that feather is just feeling good and nice and it works for you. So foreplay is great, but feathers are just fine. So are you buying anything?
I'm not buying anything today.
You're gonna make it like I'm the freak getting everything today.
No,
but I am.
You don't know what my treasure chest looks like though. You will be.
You got everything already.
I got a lot. I got a glass one. I have a regular. Yes, I bought that when I was like 19 because I don't know if you remember that show called Real Sex.
Yeah.
But they actually showed the people who made the glass ones, and I was like on a mission and I found one. And so I got a glass one. I have just like a regular dildo like that one. I have vibrators. I have a rabbit. I have all kinds of stuff. Like,
Yeah, girl.
yeah. But that's when I had an active sex life was when I used them. So now I just stick to my little.
That's a trick.
That's why I need to find a man.
That's your boo.
So that I can bring my stuff out and be like, look what I do as well.
Look what we can do.
Yes.
I know, it's so fun. I wouldn't say that I'm freaky. I would just say that I love myself. And I think that sex is a beautiful thing when done well. And I have explored and I'm open to exploring a lot of different things. So I enjoy sex. In terms of freaky, it depends on, the mindset of the person that I'm with. What's freaky to me might not be freaky to you. So I can't say if I'm freaky or not. You have to try me and let me know what you think. So before we get started with our tattoos,
Chamia convinced me to get a tattoo because I knew let me back up. I'm an avid fan of tattoos. I have, I think, like 11 tattoos so far. And there's a couple of tattoos I wanted to actually get some work on. Today was not that day. Chamia has this ability. I don't know what it is she puts in my drinks, my Kool-Aid, my coffee, or my tea that convinces me to do things that I really had no intention of doing. So now I'm here at Oakland Ink getting a freaking tattoo. I do know the artist. The artist is the drummer from my church. Really good guy, cool dude. Daryl. He is the proprietor, the owner. So now apparently I'm getting tattooed. I don't know. Y'all pray for me with Chamia. Really. Y'all pray for me.
I have a little present for you. So,
For what?
because, I know we talked about like partnership and stuff like that. In addition to like partnership coming on, I was thinking ownership.
Oh, really? Ownership for what?
10%.
Get out of here. For what?
Chamia LaRae Productions.
Are you serious?
You willing to do the work?
Yeah.
All right.
Are you serious?
I'll put it on paper.
Are you serious?
I'm serious.
So Chamia really sprung it on me when we were there to get our tattoos, asking me to be a part of the ownership of her company, and I was floored. I thought she was just playing around with me first, and then you know, I was just really quite flattered. Like, I always knew that, you know, we were, you know, friends and family and, you know, all that good stuff. But I was quite flattered that she wanted me to be that involved with her company. And, yeah, I felt like, yeah, man, I felt like I was part of Rock Nation. Like, I'm Yeezy, baby, you know? And then it set in all the work I would have to do. And then I thought, okay, she got the better of me. I didn't think that through. I did not think it through at all. But I was still flattered, though.
So to get us started, I bought us both, but these are all for you. Some research.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
I feel like Kanye when Jay-Z presented with the chain.
Here's your chain for the Rockland.
Holy shit.
Yeah, so I'm gonna have my lawyer draw it up.
Seriously?
Yeah. To me, it was a no-brainer bringing Michelle onto the team. She's a great friend. She's someone that I've known for a long time and I feel that I can trust. She is a hard worker. She is entrepreneurial minded because she's had her own businesses. She's a hustler. So if she hustles for herself, she'll definitely hustle for her family. And we are definitely family. And beyond that, she's a creative and she can handle my crazy. She's seen it all. She's seen it all and she's still here. So who better to have on your team than someone who's seen it all, been with you through ups and downs, who is like-minded, creative, and is willing to put in the work. It's a no-brainer, and I am so, so blessed to have her on the team. What was that side of the box yet? So here. Yeah, so these are supposed to be some really good. We need to know all about fair usage and copyright and all that. And then just different stuff to help with writing and storytelling and all that. So this is all you. Then, you know, I did go see your girl.
Oh, yeah.
It's not for me.
You are funny.
I watched it last night because I was in her store and I was like, what are all these freaking latex gloves for? Like, I'm thinking of some fetish shit or whatever. I'm just like, that's not, I don't like condoms and straight sex. So this is not doing it for me.
You are funny.
So go ahead, there might be another one. I haven't watched it yet, but
Thank you very much.
you're welcome.
Oh, thank you so much.
You're welcome. Thank you for believing in the dream.
Wow. That's cool.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because one of the things I learned in going to that thing that Tracy Collins premiered this week is that you gotta have a team.
Right.
You can't do it all by yourself. You
Right.
gotta surround yourself with good people. And I feel like I have good people, but nobody's officially on board.
Oh, okay.
And you've been saying I'm willing for me to work, I'm willing to do it. So I'm like, well, the least I could do it for you, like being willing to ride with me and doing the work,
Right.
is make it official. So
I'm excited.
we gotta come up with our own crest. The CC, Chamia Chambers. I think somebody has that already.
That's cool.
Yeah.
That's cool. Wow, I'm excited. Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Wow.
Because the day gets a little long and you need some entertainment.
I can start reading.
You can read or watch a flick.
Wow.
Yeah.
So not only, so first up, okay, so when we're there, Chamia then brought everything but the kitchen sink, right? We got liquor, we got snacks, everything for this tattoo. I'm like, I'm just here to get a tattoo. She then brought snacks, drinks, everything, right? Then, you know, she has this box and she says, don't open the box. You know, there's a certain time when you're going to open the box. So after she, you know, asked me to be a part of her company, then she gave me this box, you know, that had all these gifts, basically a welcoming package of gifts for the company. And, you know, so I'm going through the box. It has like, you know, different, you know, tutorial books about writing, script writing, that sort of thing. To kind of, you know, get the juices and the energy flowing towards the direction for the company. And, you know, so I'm thinking it's all books, that sort of thing. And she's like, keep on looking, right? And I get to the bottom box. She's going to give me some porn, right? So I'm like, is this part of the welcome of the company? The girl done gave me porn, y'all, okay? So now either I'm at the right company or I'm at the right company. Because the girl like, what boss gives you porn? Because I was kind of leaning to it.
We're dog people. We don't do cats.
Dog people.
Yes.
I know I like kittens, but they become a cat, they gotta go.
Right. Kittens are cute, but cats, no.
So I started this this endeavor a couple years ago, where when I've been a member of my church for a number of years, ever since I was like 26, 27. I'm not going to tell you how old I am right now, but at my church we believe in respecting all the religions out there. And, something in me, I just wanted to kind of show that respect through some of my body art. And so I opted to dedicate one of my arms. This is called my religious arm. This is my arm of love. And on my religious arm, I have representations of many of the religions that I believe and respect. And so I wanted to kind of finish out that arm. And I wanted to add a couple, excuse my ash there, folks, but I wanted to finish out by getting the Om symbol, Yin and Yang, and Star of David. So just to finish out the arm, I have some others up here. You guys will probably see them or have seen them so far. So those are the three that I would like to finish out, and eventually probably highlight some other stuff. So that's what I had Daryl work on. Yeah, no, I feel like the switch should be flipped for a couple of folks. I'm working on that. I know East Bay does not believe in that kind of stuff, but it's really funny because like when we listen to our pastor speak, yeah, she's like, she does not believe, like you can't hate somebody for something that they did when you don't know, you know what I mean? Like what their history is, what they've been through, all that kind of stuff. Mm-hmm. But it's like, for me, it's the severity of the crime that I struggle with. You know what I mean?
Severity of the crime, and then,
right.
And if they're actually remorseful.
Right,
right. If they're not remorseful, then they're going to do it again.
Right. Right.
I always wonder what makes people's brain tick sometimes.
Right.
What's going to bring them back to that boiling point.
Right. Capital punishment is a very difficult topic. It's a very sensitive topic because of the rates of people who are not guilty that are on death penalty, death row, who have spent numerous years in jail, and have committed no crime. And you find out years later they've been exonerated of that crime that they were blamed for, that they were never even guilty of in the first place. However, there are, a clear and proven line of people who commit heinous acts against other people, sometimes against animals, and absolutely, I feel like those people should be put down. And if they could bring back, it's not a funny matter. I'm not laughing because someone's losing their life. I'm not laughing. But I know how my opinion sounds. It's harsh. But I'm saying, like, if they could bring it back where there could be anonymous people flipping the switch, I would volunteer for that position. Openly, I wouldn't even need no hood. I would do it with a smile on my face. Because it's like people, they don't have any respect for life anymore. You know what I mean? They gun people down. Ronita's husband is a clear example of this. If I could flip the switch on that dude, oh my God, I would throw a barbecue afterwards. That's how enthused I am about that one. So. Yeah, I don't know. But the kid thing, it's like, to me, it's like, because if they, I think it's like, I don't know. It's almost like, if it's something
helping them,
then.
But we should be helping them. So it's not, I'm like, they shouldn't be locked up forever because we're not getting them the help that they deserve. We need to fix it. Give them the help that they deserve.
Yeah, but then they don't get to pay for the crime that they did?
No. I'm not saying they don't get to pay for the crime, but I don't think that they should pay for the crime by being incarcerated for the rest of your life for something you did at 14, 15, 16. I don't agree with that.
Wow.
I do not agree with that. I don't believe in the death penalty.
Really? Wow.
Nope. I don't believe in the death penalty. I don't, for anyone. Not for adults, certainly not for children. I don't believe in it, period. I believe that someone can spend the rest of their life in prison if they committed a crime that warrants that. But I don't think that any juvenile or anyone who committed a crime when they were under 21 should be sentenced to life in prison without the possibility of parole. I think that their minds have not fully developed yet. I think that they should have the opportunity for rehabilitation. Certainly, depending on the nature of the crime, could determine the length of their sentence, but they should have the opportunity for rehabilitation and release for crimes that they committed as a child. 21 and under, you are still a kid. Adults who commit heinous crimes, certainly, throw them under the jail. But I don't believe in the death penalty for anyone. I just don't. You inspired me to write when I met you, Daryl. I said you inspired me to write.
Really? How do I do that?
Just being yourself.
Oh, okay. To write what?
So I'm working on a book.
Oh, okay.
Based on this series called Dear Love. It's like love letters to love. And it's a series I did for my show back in May.
Okay.
So I'm expanding and continuing to write. So I can't let you read it, but when the book is published, you can guess which one is about you. That's how that works.
Okay.
Or guess which one is inspired by you. So Michelle and I had gone to Church Girl Monologues, and we were standing outside chit-chatting, and someone called her, and it was this guy, and I'm sure that she introduced us, but the way I remember it happening was somebody said, "Hey, Michelle," and she's like, "Oh yeah, what's up?" And the next thing I know, I was in the building at the show. I don't know. I'm sure she introduced us, words were exchanged. I don't know, but I swear I lost a gap of time, because from that moment on, I was kind of just smitten with this dude. I don't know. He was the bee's knees, the boss of sauce, everything to me. And I had a crush. So coming to get this tattoo today is going to be real interesting for me, because he makes me feel girly and goofy and silly and clumsy and cluttery and just all of that. But I'm trying to be real cool though, because he's like real cool, and he's a musician and an artist, and them arms and them hands, y'all, and he got dreads, and Daryl.
I didn't know what was going on with this Chamia. All of a sudden, she, was exhibiting some bizarre behavior, because I've never seen her in this manner before. Chamia is always very composed, cool, calm, collected, and she was acting pretty giddy and goofy, and it's making me feel uncomfortable.
I didn't put them all. I was going to say there's a little heart, and then inside the heart is like a little white heart. Stop being encouraged.
That's much you won her what place? Third place. What was different for me is that I knew Chamia when she was married, and so seeing her interested in someone, I don't know, it's just different. It was just kind of like I didn't know how to. She's always the cool one. She's always the like the reserved one. I had never seen her really put her emotions out there like that, to be interested in someone. I don't know. Honestly, I just wanted it to stop.
Here.
Okay.
Or you can take two off and do it handheld.
Okay. That's what I was looking to do.
She looks really good from the back. Yeah.
Have I ever seen Chamia with a crush? No. I've never seen her with a crush. And of course she is recently divorced. So just, I've seen her in that relationship, but nothing since then. So it is certainly different how she sees her crush than, yeah, anybody else. I've never seen that response, so it's interesting.
Well, thank you, S1. You do good back shots.
Thank you.
Thank you. Well, you do good shots, period.
I'm really not that great. It's just almost impossible to take a bad photo in Instagram. Like, yeah, it's easy. That's it. See, if for nothing else, you'll get some good pictures.
Thank you.
If nothing else.
FCC says you can't show nipple. I'm trying to be compliant.
Okay.
See, Daryl knows.
There's a camera that follows my eyes. Or my mind, like a mind operated camera.
Oh, got it. You're funny.
I have two tattoos so far. And I've always wanted to get more, but I have this philosophy of waiting until it's right. And so I had a vision for the art that I wanted on my body, and tattooing is body art. I don't believe in getting some random stuff. And so I had a vision for what I wanted, and it took so long to find someone who connected with my vision. I'm a very big energy person. So it took a long time to find someone that could connect with that vision from an energy perspective, as well as actually being able to illustrate what my mind had created. And Daryl was that one. So that was Instagram. Does that go to Facebook? I'm going to send it to you. Okay, thank you. I'm like, you already know me on Instagram. I'm like, how do you?
That's how you get people. When you roll with Chamia, it's almost guaranteed that you're going to be drinking. Yes. Just yes. Unless it's at church, but then you go afterwards.
I need a person.
But I'm not taking pictures.
I mean, I'll take a picture and send it to you.
Okay.
And you can create an account for the company and then be posting stuff. Michelle, what are you listening to?
Nothing. I'm listening to Malibu and Juice right now.
Why do you have headphones on?
You know, honestly, Chamia was asking me about those headphones. I'm not gonna lie, y'all. I was drunk. And I don't know. It just felt right from what I've seen from movies. It looked right. I didn't know what the hell I was doing. I just wanted to I really just wanted to sleep. Because I was getting pretty hungover there. And, I don't know. I put the headphones on. I looked official. It looked right. It seemed right. I just did it. It makes me look official.
It really does, though. Like, you really do look like, you were making like your serious concentration face and everything.
I honestly feel like I'm beginning to get a bit of a bad rap. I do believe in being comfortable wherever I go, and part of my comfort is with cocktails. And so if I'm at a bar, then I know how to tell the bartender how to mix what's right, and people around me will be like, oh yeah, I'll have one of those too, sir. And if I'm going to a place where there is no bar, well then I bring the bar with me. So like today at the tattoo shop, we're going to be here for a while. So I did bring my blue cooler on wheels, the big one. And I had enough things to go around for breakfast and lunch. We had, croissants with bacon and eggs and fruit platters and chips and salsa and cheese and salami and crackers. And of course, no experience is complete without Chamia Party Punch, so I had to mix that up too. I will say though, I'm not the only one, because anywhere we go, if we don't have champs or vodka, my sister Shay will talk about me. So I am not the only one that's like, where to drink at? And everywhere we go, no one says, no thank you, Chamia. They always says, oh, pour me some more, pour me some more, pour me some more, pour me some more. So it's not just me. I'm just the one that happens to stay ready, so you ain't got to get ready.
I hit the fade.
I mean, you're a whiz at this though. This is what you do. My sister Shay is an Instagram wizard. I don't know how she does. Like, she could take, I make like all the most kooky faces, and maybe I'm a little hypercritical of myself in photos or whatever, but she could take something and work like Crayola magic on it. I don't know what she says. There's all these filters on Instagram. I've never seen all of that, but Instagram, y'all need to hire her because she can promote y'all products. Crayola, Magic, Wand, Disney, all of y'all, Tinkerbell, whoever, you know, she makes everyone look good. And yes, all of her pictures are phenomenal. I'm even mad that she'll be in the gym. Like, most of us, we go to the gym, we look like all crazy and sweaty and not cute. This heifer here, I would say something else, but she's my sister and I love her, so I'm not mad at her shine ever. You know, don't hate, congratulate. But this heifer here at the gym, you know, jumping on big boxes and ish like that, you know, looking flawless. Like, no hair out of place, skin looking like newborn baby, collagen done been injected in some bullshit like that. But I don't get it. And she's like, oh, you just put on this filter on Instagram. I don't get it. My photos don't look like that. I be looking like nay now.
What is it like watching other people get tattoos? Oh my God. That looked like the most painful shit ever. I'm like, the whole time I'm watching, I'm like, I'm so glad this ain't me. Oh my God. And because when I got my tattoos, I had originally decided that I was going to get 4. And by the time he got to the bottom of my back on the 3rd one, I was like, you win. That's it for me. So I only have 3. But I was like, shit, I'm so glad that's not me. I'm so glad. It looked good, but I'm glad it ain't me.
Sounds like that. But that may be because it's close to the breast line. But a lot of it. What? As much as I thought. What? Just like all the body stuff. Not as much as I thought. I mean, it's detailed, but it's not like, yeah. Yeah.